Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be running the Impulse 32, 6S and 8S. We're going to be running the Oxidean Dominator on 6S and 8S. I wanted to try and run this prop here, which is the prop that gave me 75 miles an hour on the Impulse. Now this is a 17-15. It is a, what is it? It's a 38 bar ratio and a 19 rake. So I want to see if I run a very similar setup on both boats. We're going to run this prop on the Dominator, 6S and 8S. We're going to see what the top speed is, and then we're going to run it again on the Impulse and see what the speed is, and just compare the two just to see how it goes. That prop is nasty. Oh, come on, man. Didn't register any speed. Unfortunately, I'm not getting speed. I'm gonna have to eyeball this. Ah. That thing took a hard dive. It runs really good. Alright, gotta let it cool down. Let's bring it in. Okay, just for shits and giggles, I put the GPS on top. We'll see what happens. The wind stopped blowing for a second, so this may be a good run. That's pretty slick. Let's see what it says. 51, nothing to write home about. Okay, we're gonna try a detongued 46-16. It shouldn't put so much load on it since it's a detongued prop. Yeah, it's loading it up too much. I can tell that. It's not whining it out. Only 47. 47. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try one more run with a smaller prop. Alright, this is the Panther 215 stainless steel. Yep, not big enough. I'll wind it all the way out. At that point, we've done drained this battery down, so time to swap it out. Alright, let's open it up and see. That's good. See what the motor temp is. What? That is crazy. Holy shit. That motor's not even hot. That motor's not even warm. What in the hell? I guess that prop was not putting any load on it. That's nuts. That is nuts. Okay, time to change your battery. Alright, now we're running the green packs, the SMC HCL HPs 5200. I have the 42mm high rake prop on it. I went ahead and swapped it out from the brass prop, but they were both 42 mils. One's just 1.6, one's a 1.9. Trying to squeeze a little bit more speed out of it. This is an 8S run. We're gonna go ahead and see what this thing does on 8S. That was flying. That was 57 miles an hour. Trimmed up too far. Need to bring it down a little. That seems scary fast. Made my heart go up into my throat. Especially when I got near that buoy. That was hellacious speed. 62 miles an hour. That's pretty good for rough water. Alright, so just want to show you 62 miles an hour. Nothing to write home about, but hey, it's something. She is warm, fellas. She is warm. Oh look, my battery slid way forward. Let's go ahead and check temp. I bet you she's hot. Not bad, 130. Be running 8S, not bad at all. ESC, it never gets hot, 80 degrees. Wires are at 142. Batteries 97, 104. Connectors are at 114. Okay, good deal. All right, now it's time to run the Impulse 32. I've got the 1715 38 bar on there, and this will be a comparison, you know, to the Dominator, but also to the stock 6S run that we got on this boat last time. I can't really remember. I'll have to go back and look at my notes to see what it is, what the top speed was on 6S with this setup with the stock motor. But since this is a TP motor, 2060 kV, which is the exact same motor that I'm running in that boat, 2060 kV, I wanted to see which one, you know, does better. And then we'll compare this to what the stock setup did and see if it's, you know, any better at all. I'm gonna go ahead and get it all buttoned up and get it out on the water. Okay, I'm lucky because I got a moment of no wind here. But I gotta check, make sure I ain't got no debris, no crazy amount of debris. The dock is really the best place to run it up against here. I think I've got the trim tabs. I needed to go down on them. I adjusted them to try to get a little bit more speed out of it by raising them. I used a digital meter. They were at 4.5 degrees down. I put them at 3.5 degrees down, and it may be not enough. We'll go straight out there and bring it back towards us. If it bounces again, I'll lower the trim tabs back down. Ooh. Come on, baby, go up. Come up, come up, come up, come up. There it goes. Son of a bitch. It's upside down. Okay. Ooh. That son of a bitch went deep, boys. That went deep. All right, just got back with the kayak and I got the Impulse. This thing scared me. It was underneath the water for like, I don't know, 10 seconds. But I didn't have the hatch fully taped. I just taped the front and the back. And look what happened back here. This somehow got down into the propeller area. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run this. I don't think I have any extra cooling line with me. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. I assume the battery's probably shot forward. Wow, they didn't shoot forward at all. Look at that. There's not like maybe a teaspoon of water in the bottom. And the and this stayed on. That's great. That's great. 46 miles an hour is all we got out of that, but it was bouncing all over the place. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Let me see if I can figure something out for this cooling situation. Alright, so I had this weird little fitting here that used to go on the end of another rudder. I pieced it together. Hopefully that'll work. Got the GPS all reset, and we're gonna go ahead and throw it back out. Yeah, that's where it's at. Try to do a full speed hit here. Ooh, that thing was starting to get nuts. I can't get enough speed out of it. Still hopping out of the water. Okay. I noticed after the dive, the strut had gotten pushed way down. So we're gonna go ahead and run it one more time, because I've been running it with the strut at a negative angle. And that might have been why it went down, I don't know. Yeah, it might be too much. Probably just too windy out here. Got terrible wind gusts again. All right, well, we got 50, so that's not terrible. Bouncing all over the place. Let's go ahead and shut that off, save the battery. Okay. Okay, so I decided to change it up a little bit. This is a 42 millimeter brass OSC CNC prop, 1.6 pitch. And I've got some Gens Ace 4S packs in here, so we're going to be running this thing on 8S. I got to take it easy because this is a max 29 volt motor, so we don't want to smoke it. But the larger cooling can on this motor is actually helping this considerably compared to the cooling that I had going on with the original Spectrum can that used to be part of this motor. So covering that motor up does a whole lot of good. I went ahead, lowered the strut just a little, leaving the trim tabs where they were from the last run. Let's go ahead and get it out on the water while it's still calm. So theoretically, the only difference between the prop that I was running and this, this is a little bit larger blade area ratio, which I think is 45, and this is a 1.6 pitch, where the other had a 1.5 pitch. But other than that, the 42 mil, they're both 42 mil props, so let's get it. She likes to bounce. She likes to bounce. Maybe go down on the trim tab just a little. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and bring it in. Okay, I decided to open it up just to double check, make sure nothing stupid's going on since I'm running 8S. Okay. 120. Let's see what the ESC says. 129. Okay, so yeah, she's getting warm. She's getting real warm. Only got 54 miles an hour out of that. Water's just too rough, y'all. Okay. I think this will probably be my last outing. I've been out here for about 6 hours, and the conditions just aren't getting any better. I get momentary bursts of like no wind, but then I get really, really bad amounts, you know, 10-mile-an-hour winds. If I sit out here for 15 minutes, maybe the wind will calm down, but you know, it's crazy. All right, I'm just gonna go out that direction and bring it back to me. It seems like the only place I'm not getting ripples. Crazy, the closer I get over here, the worse it gets. Well, I've been waiting about 15 minutes and the wind's just getting worse, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. The boat's been sitting here cooling off, so we'll give it one more good run. If it can handle this wind. Ooh, damn it. Gotta go get it. Okay, I went and got it. Everything seems to be doing good. I lowered the trim tabs just a little to try to prevent it from bouncing so damn much. I've got a moment of no wind again, so we're gonna try it one more time. I was actually able to hit full throttle there for a second, but I'm running out of room. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. I don't want to do anything too crazy. When your heartbeat starts thumping, you know it's getting a little crazy. It's Easter weekend, so I gotta get home. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I gotta get everything put up. All my boats cleaned up. Batteries put back on storage charge. All that fun jazz. Good deal. No smoke. Doesn't stink. Check the temp. Yeah, look at that. That motor's chilling, boy. ESC, not even bad. I think caps are at 150 or 120. Hot side of the motor is 112. Yeah, not bad. Wires are probably going to be the hottest thing. Batteries are at 100. Connectors, yeah, not bad. 62 miles an hour. It's just too rough out here, but she was rolling. 75 with this setup, you know. It's just you got to have the perfect conditions, and unfortunately I do not have the perfect conditions. Okay, time to put it all up. Well, my initial plan for today didn't work out like I had hoped. Running the Dominator as much as I didn't have enough juice to run the Quasar, the WFly X9 remote. I need to fully charge 2 batteries in order to run, I guess 6 sets of packs through that boat. So I didn't run it any more than just that one run, because I just was afraid that the remote was going to die on me. The water was too rough, you know. I left early this morning, shot 2 videos out here, and the longer I waited, the worse the wind got. So you really got to have those perfect conditions. This spot here, which is Gravel Hill, it's the closest point to my house to the lake, which is about 18 minutes away. The other spot that I got 75, that's actually closer to my work, which is like 30 minutes away from my house. So I'm gonna keep hitting different spots on the lake to try to figure out which one of the areas is most best protected, or maybe just find somebody with a dock who's got a cove. But I like boat ramps because the dock is so long, it gets me way out in the water, and it gets a good perspective for the viewer. But yeah, as far as the Dominator versus the Impulse probably has a better hull for you know, high-speed runs. The Dominator, with the way it's set up, if you run a 5,000 milliamp pack and put it on the side for the self-righting, that boat is probably an oval beast, where the Impulse is not an oval beast. The Impulse will probably spin out in a curve and a turn, where the Dominator will just hook on a rail and turn. I don't really know what else I can do to get more speed out of that boat. I feel like I have something else going on. Maybe it's because I'm running a smaller motor. Now, I don't really see that much of a difference between the 3686 and the 4092 Poseidon motor. Now, I've yet to run any larger motors than an 1800 kV in the big can, so maybe I need to jump up to a bigger kV. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Dominator, and I had put a stuffing tube on it, and I had bent the stuffing tube to accommodate the hull, and I feel like my drive shaft in the Dom is giving me some resistance in that area where it's got that bend. So I'm gonna do something, not really sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna change that. I love the Driveline on the Impulse. It's extremely smooth. So I bought a Impulse 32 stuffing tube, and I might try to retrofit it to the Dominator, but we just gotta see. I do have a 2180 kV SVM motor. It's a 4060 series motor. It's a 4092, so it's not the like 107 millimeter can. It's the 92 millimeter can. But it is an SVM motor, so it's supposed to do something like 70 or 80,000 RPM. We'll just see. So thank y'all for watching. Kind of bummed, bad weather. I put a lot of effort into coming all the way out here, spending time, prepping my boats, all that stuff, but you can't get, you know, you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. But regardless, running boats is fun, making videos for y'all is fun, so make sure y'all smash that thumbs up button because I put a lot of effort into this stuff.